everyone and welcome to today's live cooking class, okay, where we are going to be making a chocolatey rocky road. Now I've come on a minute or so, okay, just before 1:15, just so everyone can start joining us, just so you can set up yourselves, set up your kitchens with all of your ingredients and equipment, which I will be talking through in a minute. Okay, so go and wash your hands, pop your apron on if you've got one. Okay, and equipment wise, it's very minimal today. Okay, so everything you should have hopefully in your kitchen. A mixing bowl, a mixing spoon and a tablespoon. Okay, in addition to a small saucepan. Now I'm saying a saucepan because you're going to be melting your chocolate, your golden syrup and your butter together. Alternatively, you can melt it in the microwave. Okay, so if you don't want to use a saucepan and your hob, okay, into your microwave, and we'll do it 30 seconds. Okay, yep, you can see I've actually moved into my kitchen today, okay, because I'm going to be using the hob. Normally I'm in the room where I run my cookery classes for children. Okay, ingredients wise, now the key ingredients you need is I've got my pack of biscuits. I've got, it's 300 grams here. If you've got a bigger pack, use it all. If you've got slightly less, it's perfectly fine as well. You are going to be needing 100 grams of butter. Any butter, soft spread, block, hard block butter will work perfectly fine. 200 grams of chocolate. It's up to you what chocolate. I've gone for a bar of milk and a bar of dark chocolate. I'm going to be mixing those together. Okay, I just think it gives it a little bit more richness by adding a little bit of dark chocolate, but it's completely up to you. Okay, you will then need 4 tablespoons of golden syrup, okay, which will help in the sauce, and then you will need your rocky road fillings of choice. Okay, now I'm going to be using marshmallows and crunchy, okay, because crunchy is my favourite chocolate, and I thought I'll chop some up. You can use whatever you like. If you've got raisins, if you've got nuts, okay, if you've got sugar coated cherries, even jelly beans, jelly babies, okay, jelly tots, sweets go really well in it as well. Okay, now I think we will make a start. Okay, it's very minimal ingredients, very minimal equipment today. Okay, thank you to those of you that have joined us. So we're going to start by lining, if you haven't done so already, a dish that you're going to set your rocky road in. Okay, I've got some greaseproof. I'm going to show you how to line it properly. If you've not got greaseproof, just use a little bit of butter, okay, and use some kitchen roll. Just take a piece of kitchen roll. Okay, just a little bit, okay, just a kitchen roll, and this is if you're greasing it with greaseproof as well. At the bottom of your dish and the sides, it will just help your greaseproof paper stick that little bit more. Okay, just makes your life a little bit easier. Okay, once that's greased, if you're using greaseproof paper, you want to just cut a small square, okay, to the size of your dish. Now you'll see I've cut each corner little slits, okay? That will make it easier, okay, to push that greaseproof right into the corners of your dish. So once you've greased it, okay, place your greaseproof paper inside, and that butter will work as a glue. And you can see where I cut the corners, it's overlapping, okay? Just make sure it's as flat as possible. Okay, don't worry if you've not got greaseproof. Okay, perfectly fine. Just a little bit of butter instead. Now set that aside. Okay, ready for the end. Now we're going to start with your biscuits. Okay, now you are going to use a full pack of your biscuits or whatever you've got. I'm using milk chocolate digestive biscuits, plain digestive biscuits, caramel chocolate digestive biscuits, all great alternatives as well. Okay, now one at a time. You don't want your biscuits to be too small. Okay, so you're going to break each biscuit approximately, okay, into 4 or 5 pieces. Okay, that is the size you're looking for of each chunk of biscuit. Okay, spend a couple of minutes just breaking it down. You're not looking for a crumb. You still want solid pieces of biscuits. Okay. There we go. So tip the whole pack into your bowl and you can spend some time breaking that. Okay, I would love to know what you're putting in your Rocky Roads. As I said before, I'm doing marshmallows and crunchy chocolate. Okay, what are you putting in? Comment below. I'm very interested to know what your favourite Rocky Road fillings are as well. Okay, so just gently breaking it up. They won't be the exact same size, just roughly. Okay, into 5 or 6 pieces from each biscuit. Okay, just let it fall into that bowl. There we go. Okay, so using the whole pack of biscuits. There we go. So you can see I've got some full biscuits still in there, but it's just rough chunks of biscuits at this point. Okay, so breaking them all up. Digestive biscuits are great for this recipe because it's easier to break up. Okay, it gives a good crunch. Okay, but it will work with with rich tea biscuits as well. Any type of biscuits you've actually got in the cupboard. So there's lots of alternatives. Okay, so keep on going until you're using your whole pack of biscuits. There we go. So approximately 300 grams. Right, so breaking it up. There we go. Ooh, that one popped out a little bit. There we go. So keep on going. Okay, see there's quite a lot in there now. Okay. That's excellent. There we go, breaking it up. This is a great recipe for adults and kids to do as well. Okay, it gets everyone involved and you can tailor it to yourself, which I like about it. Okay, you can make changes depending on what you like. Okay, your family likes. Okay, so breaking that up. Just uneven sized pieces. Okay, not too small. Okay, just like so. Right, so I've probably got about half a bowl full of roughly broken biscuits. Okay, 300 grams there. Okay, and then you're just going to put that bowl just to the side, so we're going to come back to it later. Right, do let me know if you want me to slow down at all. Okay, if you've got any questions at any point about the recipe, if you're unsure what to do let me know in the comments and I will get back to you live. Okay, right, so we've broken up biscuits. We're now going to start with the chocolatey base. Okay, and for that you will need your butter, so 100 grams of butter, 4 tablespoons of golden syrup and your 200 grams of chocolate. So to start with, we're going to weigh out your butter, so 100 grams. I'm going to weigh it out straight into my saucepan. Okay, if you do not want to use the hob, it can work in the microwave as well. So make sure if you're choosing to use the microwave, you've got a microwave proof dish, okay? And exactly the same process, you're going to weigh out the ingredients in a minute into a bowl, but instead of putting it on the hob, you'd put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, then you'd mix it, 30 seconds, mix it, and so on, okay? Just preventing burning that chocolate. That's why it's quite a short burst of heat. Right, so weighing out 100 grams of butter, okay? So your bowl or your saucepan onto your scales. If you've not got scales, 100 grams is approximately 4 tablespoons, okay? So there's another way of doing it, okay? 4 level tablespoons. Okay, there we go. So 100 grams of butter. I'm then going to add 4 tablespoons of golden syrup to give it that extra sweetness, okay? So if you're doing it from a jar, a tin or a bottle, 4 tablespoons. Okay, so let that drop all the way down. This will give it its stickiness and flavour, which is great. Extra sweetness. Yeah, just giving that bottle a really good squeeze. So there's one. Okay, you might need to use either a mixing spoon or another tablespoon or teaspoon just to help you get that golden syrup, okay, off of the spoon you've measured it with. Okay, it's very sticky, very gloopy. All right, so 4 spoons, so repeat that process. There we go. Put that spoon in there. Use both hands. There we go. So I'm on number 2 now. There we go. So using my mixing spoon just to help get that golden syrup out of that tablespoon measurement. Okay, there we go. Don't forget, let me know what you're putting in your Rocky Road. Okay, I'd love to know what your favourite filling is, your favourite chocolate that you're using. Okay, I'm on to spoon number 3 now. Remember, you need 4 in total. So just allowing that just to drop slightly. There we go, just squeeze it now. There we go, number 3. Okay, and scraping that out. Okay, and onto your 4th and final spoon. Okay, there we go. So putting that measurement spoon, I'm just resting it in the saucepan so I have access to both hands. Oh, let's just shake that bottle. There we go. Got a few air bubbles in this bottle. There we go, 4th and final one. It's very sticky. There we go, so just scraping it all the way out of your spoon. Okay, I'm just going to move back to this tablespoon just to help it. There we go. You can see how sticky, see how gloopy it is. It's exactly what you want. Okay, so in here at the moment, we have got 100 grams of butter. We have got 4 tablespoons of golden syrup. You are now going to be breaking in the chocolate of your choice. Okay, so I've got, you need 200 grams in total, milk or dark chocolate. I'm doing a mix of the two. Okay, I think a hint of dark chocolate makes it a bit more creamier. Okay, extra flavour, but if you want to just use milk chocolate, it works just as well. Okay, so 200 grams, breaking it into its squares. Okay, so using both of your hands, straight into your bowl, straight into the saucepan. Okay, just let them fall naturally. There we go. Try and break them into evenly sized squares. It just helps with the melting process. Okay, that will melt quite naturally together. Okay, preventing any of your chocolate burning. Okay, so breaking into the squares where you can see. Okay, there we go. So snapping. Just move that butter out the way a little. There we go. So that's 100 I've done of dark chocolate, and now I'm adding 100 of milk chocolate. Okay. Ooh, this one's a bit hard to open. Let's get some kitchen scissors. There we go. A lot easier now. Okay, so just like your first bar of chocolate, snapping in your full second bar. Okay, there we go. So breaking it up, letting it drop naturally. Okay, there we go. Ooh, as well, a good alternative to milk and dark, if you like fruit and nut chocolate, that would be an excellent added texture and flavour as well, and would work really well in your Rocky Road, especially if you're adding raisins and nuts into it to begin with. Okay. Now, so in here, you've got your butter, you've got your golden syrup, you have got your chocolate. If you're using the hob, you're going to put it on a low to medium flame, okay, or heat. You don't want to melt it too drastically and too quickly, or that could burn your chocolate. Okay, it will melt, it will go smooth and very creamy. So I'm just going to put that on now. Okay, there we go, on a medium heat. Now, if you're using the microwave, okay, because you've decided not to use the hob and you don't want to use a saucepan, that's fine. Pop it in your microwave for 30 seconds, then mix it, okay? Then another 30 seconds, mix again, okay? Don't just put it in for 2-3 minutes and forget about it. Chocolate burns a lot easier when it's in the microwave, so we just need to keep an eye on it that little bit more, okay? So 2 ways to do it. Whether it's in the microwave or whether it's on the hob, make sure you've got a mixing spoon ready. Okay, constantly try and give it a mix every 30 seconds. Combine those 3 ingredients together. Okay, so let's just do that. There we go. Right, so the butter and chocolate will start melting pretty much straight away. And whilst that happens, you need to start preparing any of your fillings, okay, that need preparing. So I'm going to be chopping up some crunchy bars, okay? I love crunchy, I love honeycomb, gives it a really good texture, okay? If you've got any sweets, any other chocolate you want to chop up, now's your time to do it, okay? Or again, have a look in your cupboard, see what you've got. If you've got any jellies, it works really well as well, okay? Any dried fruit, so completely up to you what you want to put in. So just spend the next couple of minutes preparing. Okay, slicing up just roughly, okay, anything that needs slicing. For example, marshmallows, any sweets, okay, doesn't actually need preparing, just make sure you got it to hand. Make sure you're happy with the amount you've got, okay. So just chopping it up roughly, okay, so you can see the chocolate. I've got some larger chunks, there's some smaller pieces of crunchy, okay, just where it's been cut and it falls apart slightly. So don't go too small, okay, because you want to be able to see the chocolate if you're using it, okay. So I'm using 2 small bars in total. There we go. And chopping that up. Don't forget to give your chocolate mixture a mix every 30 seconds or so, especially if it's in the microwave, okay. Don't just forget about it. Go. Right, so give it a really good mix, combine those ingredients. There we go. Okay, so put any rubbish in the bin that you've got, put it to the side. Always best to work the clear area, okay, so you can see exactly what you're doing. Right, so here I have got 2 crunchy bars chopped up, okay. I've got a good couple of handfuls of marshmallows, okay. Now, I want to say this now before we continue. I recommend just saving maybe about 1/4 of your mixture, 1/4 of your filling, okay, and that is just to sprinkle on top of your rocky road as well. So when it's set, you'll have that decoration on top as well as inside, okay. So just giving the chocolate a mix. There we go. Right, so what you'll find as well, I've just taken mine off the heat. Majority of it has melted, but the rest of it will now melt on its own through the heat of the mixture. So as long as majority of the chocolate and butter has melted, take it off the heat and just spend a minute, okay, just giving it a mix and allowing the remainder to melt in its own heat. Okay, so being gentle. You'll find it's very shiny, very smooth. Okay, so keep on mixing. Okay, just like so. There we go. Okay, so very shiny, very smooth. It will smell extremely chocolatey. Okay, I'll give you a minute or so to get up to this point. Make sure you've prepared all your fillings. Don't forget, let me know what fillings you are using. Okay, I'd love to know. Okay, are you using sweets? Are you using marshmallows? Are you using a specific chocolate because it's your favourite? Okay, like I am today. Just pop it in the comments and let me know. So keep on just mixing your chocolate Okay, it will go completely smooth in its own heat now. Okay, so keep on going. Just for 30 more seconds, just whilst you get up to this point. Okay, super smooth. I'm watching it go smoother, I'm watching it go shinier. Okay, so as I'm actually mixing it, it's changing from the solid to a liquid, and the texture of it's completely changing, and the appearance too. Okay, now once you've got your smooth chocolate, you've got your fillings, okay, that you're happy with. Just put your fillings to the side for now, and you want to bring back your bowl of broken biscuits for your rocky road. Okay, now the first thing you want to do is carefully, now if we've got kids doing this, okay, please ask an adult for help potentially if you need it. Saucepan's very hot, and the bowl might have been hot if it's just come out the microwave. Okay, so carefully pour all of your chocolate mix, okay, into your biscuits. Scraping the bottom, scraping the sides, you don't want to waste any. Okay, just pour it on top for now. Just completely scraping, okay, so it's completely clean. And then carefully, be careful not to crush your biscuits too much, okay, mix your biscuits and that chocolate until every piece of biscuit is completely coated in your buttery golden syrup chocolate mixture. Okay, hopefully you'll be able to smell it at this point. Oh, Twix and marshmallows we've got. Love Twix as well. Okay, that'll be delicious. I think caramel is such a good ingredient to use. Okay, so keep on mixing until everything is combined. Okay, so keep going for another 30 seconds. Okay, don't waste any of it. Okay, you'll enjoy this for dessert later on once it's set, I guarantee. Okay, M&Ms and marshmallows. Oh, that sounds good. Is it normal M&Ms or is it crispy ones or peanut butter ones? Sounds fab. Right, so once you've mixed your biscuits and your chocolate together, remember I said save a third of your fillings approximately, or just a small handful to decorate afterwards, okay? But the rest of it is going to be added into your chocolate biscuit mix. So I'm just going to take a handful of marshmallows. I'm just going to put it just to the side for now, just to decorate, just next to my recipe card, okay? I'm going to take a small handful of Twix, okay, and just keep that to the side as well. Crispy, oh, they're the best ones, I think. Okay, so adding your mixture, okay, so any of your chocolate, remember I've saved about a quarter of my crunchy, okay, I'm adding in the marshmallows, okay, depending, add more if you want more, less if you want less, it's completely up to you, okay, and give that a really good mix. Look at all of that chocolate. This is actually the perfect recipe if you love and are obsessed with chocolate, okay, so keep on going, giving it a good mix. Okay, I'm just going to go and wash my hands because they're very sticky at the moment. Okay, give me 1 second. And there we go. So keep on mixing, combine. I'm just going to add a few more marshmallows, I've decided. Okay, so take it as you wish, add more or less as you go. Okay, and there's plenty of chocolate in there to combine all of your ingredients. Okay, right, so there is your bowl of goodness, okay? You will need to get back your lined or greased dish that you're going to put in the oven, no you're not, in the fridge, okay? And carefully spoon your mixture, okay, into the centre of your dish, okay? You will then be able to spread it out into all of the corners. Okay, so don't waste any of that chocolate, spoon it out as well, okay, all that gooiness from the golden syrup, okay, that will go next to the sink, right, and push it down into all of the corners, okay? It will be quite rough on top. Go all the way to all of the edges. Use your mixing spoon, okay? Move it around just so it's even. There we go. And then any of your remaining fillings, okay, toppings, you're then just going to simply sprinkle. Okay, sprinkle it on top. So any marshmallows, any of your M&Ms, your Twixes that you're using, okay, just simply decorate however you wish. Okay, remember it's your rocky road. You decide how you want it. So I've got my marshmallows. And I'm just going to chop up these bits of crunchy just slightly smaller for the top. Okay, just so it's a little bit more even. Okay, so you can do the same if you wish, chopping up any toppings that little bit more. Okay, there we go. And I'm simply, just like the marshmallows, I'm going to sprinkle the crunchy on top. Okay, there's no need to push it down. As it sets in the fridge, okay, it will set within that top layer of chocolate. Okay, so sprinkling it, all of it, so you don't waste it all or waste any at all. Okay, there we go. Let's move that chopping board out the way. Right, and what you would have here, once you've fully decorated, okay, is your chocolatey rocky road with the fillings of your choice. Now this would need to go in the fridge for a minimum of 1 hour. Now I know it can be tempting to start eating it now, but honestly, trust me, it will be even better once it's set in the fridge. Okay, so pop it in the fridge for an hour or so, and then you can go and enjoy it in the sun, okay, in your garden. So let me know, take a picture of it now when it comes out of the fridge, once you've got it on your plate. I'd love to see your rocky roads, okay, the final outcome and what you put on it. Okay, so post your picture on our Facebook group. Okay, if you'd like to see what else we get up to in any of our children's cookery classes, you can join our page as well, which is Oh Crumbs Home Bakes. Okay, but don't forget, post your picture. I absolutely love seeing pictures being posted of an evening, okay, and to see how you've got on. I'm going to pop this in the fridge. I'll be back, okay, I'll hang around for a couple of minutes. If you have any questions, let me know. If you've got any recipe ideas that you would like to cook next week, okay, let me know as well, and I'll plan that for you. I hope you've enjoyed it, okay, I'm glad you've enjoyed it. And I really hope you enjoy your rocky road. So I'll pop this in the fridge and I'll be back in 1 second. There we go. So pop yours in the fridge as well when you're done. Tomorrow we are making a chilled lemon cheesecake. Now, it's one of my favourite summer desserts that I make. Now, if you're not a fan of cheese, you can change the cream cheese for double cream, okay? And it turns it into a chilled lemon tart a bit more, okay? So there is an alternative. It's a great summer recipe. And then on Thursday, we're making a marbled pear tray bake. So hopefully you'll join us for those. The recipes are on our Facebook group already, okay? So take a look. If you have any questions at any point, just pop us a message and I'll get back to you about any recipes, okay? And thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoy your rocky road and I cannot wait to see them. Have a good afternoon.